Listen, wear what you want when you want to and how much of it you want to. Although hey, it's Nay, and welcome to my channel. So today I want to show you 7 fragrances that make me feel sexy, sultry, sexy, feminine type of vibe. So if you're interested in that, keep on watching, and we're just going to jump right into it. So like I said, I have here 7 fragrances, 2, 4, 6, 7 fragrances that I feel like give me a similar vibe. This has nothing to do necessarily with notes. I did pull up the stuff so I don't have to do it as I'm recording, but the first one I want to get into is Guerlain Mon Guerlain. Lavender, woody, aromatic, powdery, balsamic, warm, spicy, fresh, spicy, and iris. I truly think this is, so when I first got this fragrance, I was not shook. And I don't think this fragrance is a shock type of fragrance. I really don't. What makes this fragrance truly amazing is its adaptability to most situations, to most weather, and what it makes me feel like. So these fragrances I'm telling you are not necessarily the most like complimented fragrances. I don't feel like I do get compliments on my fragrances, but I don't wear fragrances to wait for strangers to come up to me and give me a compliment. I wear fragrances for part of my self-care. So a compliment, of course, is really nice, and that's great, but I can have gotten no compliments that day and still feel like I smelled amazing and it gave me a little boost of serotonin. So in here is lavender and bergamot as the top notes. The middle notes are iris, jasmine, sambac, and rose, and base notes are Tahitian, vanilla, coumarin, Australian sandalwood, licorice, benzoin, and patchouli. Now, I want you to keep in mind, when listening to what I list off to you, different notes are going to be considered sexy and sultry or feminine and sexy to different people. This falls under my almost quintessential pretty girl fragrance. So I just feel pretty, which automatically makes me feel sexy in this. This doesn't project far. It doesn't boom and do the most. I love this fragrance. I think it's so good. The bottle is chic and beautiful. I love this. Honestly, it's just, like I said, quintessential pretty girl fragrance. Not earth-shattering, but I think it just smells really good. The other fragrance that this reminds me of, I could have put them both on here, but I didn't. But this is Guess Seductive Noir. This is a creamy, powdery, sweet, musky, beautiful fragrance, and it reminds me of Coco Noir from Chanel. A lot of people compare this to, I think, Mon Guerlain. And I think, for me, it's similar vibe. As you can see, it's in the same thing. But I wouldn't say, I don't know, for some reason, it's just creamier. I think the lavender really changes up Mon Guerlain for me, because the lavender is really boom with sweetness added to it. It's so intoxicating. It gives feminine, grown, sexy. I don't get babe sage, bergamot, and peony. Middle notes of iris, jasmine, sambac, and lily of the valley, and base notes of vanilla, velvet, and Haitian vetiver. Oh, this is so beautiful. Another note that I find supreme, like an actual note I find very sexy, iris mixed with some type of sweet like vanilla or something, and vetiver. I think vetiver is very sexy. I think a few of these fragrances have vetiver, and I'll do a video on my favorite fragrances. This is vanilla, fruity, sweet, powdery, aquatic, aromatic, woody, earthy, fresh, and green. I think by now you're starting to catch a vibe of what I'm considering, right? Sexy, feminine, sultry. Top notes of pear and bergamot, middle notes of floral notes and leather, base notes of vanilla, vetiver, amber, and musk. I feel like I'm starting to repeat notes here, okay? I like the bubbly freshness of bergamot. I love vetiver, musk, vanilla, all of those notes. And there's a bunch of other notes, but this is beautiful. This is just giving me sexy. This is such a beautiful but deeper scent. It's a deeper but not super supremely deep. It's almost giving me like a slightly thick, but it's so beautiful. It's so beautiful. And like I said, this is not giving me wow factor, but this is giving me, this could work in so many occasions so well. And if you mix it with other things, it can make it a little less sultry, more wearable for, you know, I don't know. I just don't think there's ever a time I don't want to be sexy. I don't think there's a fragrance in the office, right? Yeah, this is sexy, but I'm not going to have like my coworkers like, oh my God, I'm so distracted because you just smell so sexy. Listen, wear what you want when you want to and how much of it you want to. Although, of course, in more enclosed settings, you want to think about the people around you. You don't want to necessarily give anyone a headache and such on and so forth. But I think it's just a great fragrance, and I see myself, as you can see. Woo! I reach for it, okay? As you can see, I reach for it. Another one that is semi-ish new to my collection, but not too new, is Wanted Girl by Zara. This main core is a sweet, lactonic, white floral, warm, spicy, woody, vanilla, and caramel. Top notes of ginger flower, orange blossom, pomegranate, and pink pepper. Middle notes of dulce de leche and datura. Base notes of tonka bean, patchouli, and Heeyyy vetiver. Okay, let's talk about this fragrance. Oh my gosh. Okay, so the Haitian vetiver in here is giving me similar vibes to this vetiver. I don't even know if this said Haitian. I can't even remember. No, it just said regular vetiver. So I'm not sure what the difference between Haitian vetiver and regular vetiver is. But the vetiver in both of these, for me, are similar. It's sweet. But the woody notes in here, like, you know, vetiver and so on and so forth, don't make it go from, could have been childish sweet to a sexy, a woman sweet. The next one is, oh wow, I love this fragrance. Okay, so this one is Narciso Rodriguez's Rouge. I have another one. Honestly, I think the entire Cube line just could go on here because they all give me great different versions of powdery, musky beautifulness. But this is Narciso Rodriguez's Rouge. Powdery vanilla, musky, woody, iris, rose, sweet, earthy, violet, and aromatic. I feel like fragrances that tend to have like an aromatic quality project a little more on me and maybe last a little bit longer. Top notes of iris and Bulgarian rose, middle notes of musk, tuberose, orange blossom, and base notes of tonka bean, vanilla, white cedar extract, cedar, sandalwood, and vetiver. I wear this to my bed. I wear this when I'm just chilling in my house. I wear this when I'm going to the grocery store. I've worn this out. I've worn this to go chill with some girlfriends out. I could wear this whenever. And if you think it's inappropriate or too sexy or old lady because it's powdery, that's on you. So when I wear this, I get sexy, beautiful. If I had to pick, you know what? I'm going to do a video on this. Some like characters, some cartoon characters, and what I think they would wear. This right here for me is giving me, what's her name? From Powerpuff Girls. The girl whose face we never saw with the curvy body and she wore the red outfit. And she was always with the mayor. This is what I think she would wear. All right, 2 more fragrances to go. We're not doing too bad here. Fragrances, the smell, the use of your nostrils to evoke a sense of something, to evoke a feeling of something, to evoke a sense of something, I think is really cool. So when wanting to feel sexy or show, like, you know, or attract through the sense of smell, I think is a supremely cool thing. Just like you can do an attraction through look. But I think the nose is super cool that you can attract this sense of smell because you're not even using sight, right? Someone may not have even seen you yet, but is already like, yo, no, this person smells so good. Who smells like that? Miss Dior's absolutely booming. Y'all get your hands on this. This is so beautiful. This is giving me feminine, sexy, not sultry. It's a little bit more girly to me. So the main chords are fruity, rose, sweet, floral, woody, musky, soft, spicy, and fresh. This is such a... Oh my gosh, I really like this scent, and I think this is more almost daytime. I wouldn't necessarily wear this at night. No patchouli in here. This is giving a more bright, fun, feminine, but still kind of sexy. Oh, wow. It's the pink pepper immediately in my nose with the raspberry. And then the blackberry almost gives like a... When I smell blackberry a lot, I feel like it gives a slight liquor, like boozy note to it, like a booziness. And I'm not sure. Is blackcurrant a grape? What is blackcurrant exactly? Is that why it's giving me almost like wine a little bit? Oh. And then as this dries down, I love peony. And the rose in here is not a deep, thick, old school rose. It's a brighter rose. It's a softer rose. It's almost like a wet sort of esque rose. And then the musk. But the last but not least is these last two ones are discontinued, supposedly. I think they are. It's Sea Fury by Giorgio Armani. Giorgio Armani, me and you have a little bit of beef. Just a little bit. I feel like a few of your fragrances that I quite like are going discontinued, and I'm not here for it. Bring them back. You know what I mean? Like, okay. Here we have vanilla, fruity, citrus, powdery, rose, musky, floral, woody, soft, spicy, and white floral. This is the softest one, I think, out of all of these. This does not last very long on me. But boy, while it's on me, it is the softest, most feminine, creamy deliciousness on me. But this is so beautiful. I want the lotion of this. And I haven't smelled the original. I don't think I smelled the original. But of Sweet Attic, which is Ultra's version of Killian Love Don't Be Shy. It's the same vibe. Like that marshmallowy, fluffy, creamy, sweet. Except this gives me a little more perfume vibes. So it lasts a little long. Like, I felt like when I sprayed Sweet Attic, it was gone. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous girls. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous they, thems. Gorgeous, 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 gorgeous men. Test out fragrances when they can. With, you know, samples or purse sprays, so on and so forth, okay? And if you can't do that, or for you, that's going to eat into it, what if you did like it? Try it in the store. Give yourself a little time if you can't. If you don't have your kids or you don't have kids, leave the store with the smell on you, go do some other shopping or go have lunch or do whatever and then come back. If you're concerned it might get sold or whatever the case may be, check the return policy. A lot of places will let you return a fragrance within 30 days if there has been a significant use of it. Send it back. But this is beautiful. Anyway, those are the fragrances that give me some version of sexy, whether it is sexy, sultry, sexy, feminine, or just pretty girl sexy. Let me know what you consider like sexy, sultry, pretty girl sexy type of fragrances, because I'm down to try out other fragrances. Even if they're kind of expensive, I'll still get a purse spray version of it. Or maybe I'll really like it and end up getting a big one and I'll review them for you if you haven't tried it but you're interested in it. Anyway, thank you so much for watching the whole video. Please go ahead, hit that like button and subscribe. Okay, we talk about a lot of different things here, but the goal of this channel is self-care. Self-care including fragrances, fragranced things, right? Lotions, candles, body washes, scrubs, like actual clothing, makeup, skincare. And of course, we do chattings over here where we talk about self-care, talk about emotional health, so on and so forth. So if you're interested in those things, I mean, come on, hit the subscribe button. And hopefully I'll see you in my next video. Bye-bye.